You're listening to Alex Manners on the Solihull Radio Children's Show. Good morning, boys and girls. That's right, I'm Alex Manners, and welcome to my live Solihull Radio Children's Show on this wonderful, wonderful Sunday morning. Well, I've got lots and lots of wonderful, wonderful things coming up for you, including a host of fabulous songs to get you moving and grooving for the rest of your weekend and the rest of your Sunday today. I've got some excerpts from some old children's shows, I've got some stories to read for you, and I've got a special interview later with none other than Solihull's very own squash coach from the Solihull Arden Club, Chris Ryder. So, all of that and more coming up later on in my show. And, as always, Rainbow Man will be going on another fantastic adventure with his friends Giddy Gordon, Grumpy Doug, and Awesome Alex. And today, Rainbow Man will be visiting the Solihull Arden Club. Also, if you would like to send in any birthday messages, then you can text or email those in. And our text is studio to 82228. That's texting in your birthday messages to studio to 82228. Or you could email those birthday messages to studio@solihullradio.com. That's studio@solihullradio.com. And as always, I'll read out your birthday messages. And if any of you boys and girls out in Solihull or the West Midlands have got any birthdays today or over the next week, then everyone here wishes you a really, really happy birthday, and we hope you have a wonderful time. Well, the two excerpts of shows that I'm going to be playing you today are sporty excerpts from Little Charlie Bear and The Little Princess. So, see if any of you remember these theme songs from Little Charlie Bear and The Little Princess. Here we go.
Charlie Bear! Imagine you could fly a plane, race a car, drive a train. Would you want to?
Charlie? Oh.
Imagine you could sail the seas, fly to the moon, swing through the trees. Would you want to?
Unbelievable.
With Little Charlie Bear, there's a friend for you. It's your imagination, there's nothing you can do. You gotta love Little Charlie Bear. You gotta love that bear.
There you are, Charlie.
You gotta love Little Charlie Bear. You gotta love that bear.
She's a little princess. She's a little princess.
Yes, those were the theme songs for the excerpts of the two children's shows I'm going to be playing for you today, Little Charlie Bear and The Little Princess. And today on my show, I've got a very, very sporty show for you today, because the excerpts of those shows I'm going to be playing for you are two sporting excerpts. And I've got an interview with Chris Ryder, the head squash coach at Solihull Arden, as well as Rainbow Man, who will be visiting the Solihull Arden Club. And I've also got some fun, fascinating and fantastic facts all about tennis to read for you. So today is going to be a very, very sporty episode. Just like last week, where I had a show all about autism for Autism Awareness Week. So today, if any of you like sports, then that is absolutely fantastic, because I absolutely love playing sport. And the two sports that I play a lot of are golf and squash. And I also go and watch lots and lots of football matches. And yesterday I completed a very, very special quest, which I will tell you more about a little bit later, after I played you this first song, which will hopefully get you all moving and grooving and jumping and jiving for the rest of my show today. And the song I've chosen is a tweenie song called Have Fun, Go Mad. So here we go with the tweenies and Have Fun, Go Mad.
We're gonna have a party! Come on, everybody! Yeah! Come on, Sissy! It's gonna be fantastic! Oh, woo! Oh, woo! All aboard our fun boat that we're about to start sailing now.
wanna do it again. I wanna do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it again.
Like it, sing it for me. I think I really like it a lot. When I shake the funky thing upon the floor. Come on and dance with me until you drop.
Cause it's Tweeny time, it's party time.
And what we wanna see is boys and girls wave your hands in the air. Come on, let's go crazy. Do what I do. Come on. With the teenies.
Do what I do.
Good time. With the teenies.
I'll be playing you lots and lots more wonderful, wonderful, groovy songs just like that throughout the rest of my show today. And yesterday, I completed a quest, a really, really special quest that I've been doing for 12 years. And the quest was to visit a match at all the 92 Football League grounds. Now, in the Football League, it is made up of 4 tiers of 92 football clubs. And many, many football fans try and see if they can watch a match at all of the 92 clubs. And yesterday, I watched a match at Scunthorpe United against Burton Albion, and it was a 92nd ground and club in the Football League that I'd watched a match at. So I completed my quest, and it all started 12 years ago when I went to my first ever football match with my Uncle Tim, which was Birmingham City versus Hereford United, way back in 2007. And yesterday, that all finished with a 92nd club. So I'd just like to say a big thank you to my Uncle Tim for giving me the opportunity in life to complete that fantastic achievement of watching a match at all 92 Football League grounds. And sticking on the football theme, I've got an excerpt now of The Little Princess, and the excerpt is I Want to Play Football. So here we go with The Little Princess and I Want to Play Football. Here we go.
She's a little princess. She's a little princess.
I want to play football.
Goodness, what a rainy day.
Oh, man overboard! Ah!
A rainy and windy day.
Come back, you scoundrel! Roar!
The princess must be indoors. Hello, princess. Princess,
Hello.
you look fed up.
I'm bored.
Oh, you've got lots of games to play with.
I've played them all, over and over.
Oh, dear. There must be something you can play.
Ah, my football.
Princess, should you be playing football indoors?
It's fun. Watch.
Princess,
Oops. Sorry.
you can't play with that football indoors.
Why not?
It's too big. Footballs are for outside.
But it's all stormy outside.
How about tidying your room instead? Okay, I'll play with it outside.
Great-great-granny's going to look lovely in the dining room.
Yes, dear.
Oh, careful. She's very precious.
She's very heavy.
Hello, sweetheart. Where are you off to?
Outside to play football.
Oh, you can't do that.
It's blowing a hoolie out there. Abandon stations! Gale Force 10 are blowing! Oh!
Quick now, dear. Let's get her into the dining room.
Oh, yes, dear. Oh, rest in harbour for a bit. Oh, rendezvous, princess. Won't be setting sail again for a while.
Careful now. Great Granny's a work of art. There. Doesn't she look lovely?
Oh, it's terrible. Dreadful looking thing is.
Well,
Lovely, oh? Lovely, yes. I say.
Lovely.
good. I'm glad you all like her.
Boring, boring, boring.
Princess,
We're bored.
I see.
I can't play football indoors, and I can't play it outdoors. It's not fair. Unless... maybe I could play with it indoors just a little bit.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Only a very little bit. No, Scrub! You can't get it! You can't
Princess, the statue.
Oops! It's okay. I'll only play a little bit. See? I'm being careful. Watch this.
Are you all right, Poppet?
There was a loud noise, a boom boom noise. From in here, no?
You can't go in there
Why ever not?
because I'm doing a special thing.
What sort of a thing?
It's a surprise.
Oh.
Oh, goody. I love surprises. As long as you aren't making a mess.
No mess. I'll call you when I'm ready.
Oh,
She's full of surprises, my little girl.
always up to something.
Princess,
Yes,
shouldn't you have told your mum about the statue?
I'll get into trouble.
Hmm.
But maybe it'll go back on and no one will know.
Oh.
Here! Right, Puss. You go on up. That's it. You got it? Put it on. Oh, there's someone coming. There's someone coming. Quick, Puss. Quick.
Nessie, after you. Hello, Princess. What are you doing?
Oh, nothing. Just playing.
Playing?
Yes, playing at falling over.
Oh, right. Well, on we go, Nessie. Let's go round again. Watch me canter, Princess.
No, don't do that.
Don't do what?
That.
Ah! Boom, boom again, huh?
All hands on deck! All hands on
no.
deck! All hands on deck!
Huh?
Aruga! Aruga! Aruga!
It won't go back on. What am I going to do?
Sweetheart?
Oh!
Poppet!
What is it? Is the surprise ready? Oh.
Oh, great Granny. What happened?
1 minute. I was standing here. Then I started a little canter. And then, oh my goodness.
Sweetheart, do you know what happened?
It wasn't the General's fault.
Wasn't it?
No, it was the wind.
But there isn't any wind in here, sweetheart.
No, not the wind. It was a bird. A big bird with a nasty beak.
A bird? In here?
It was a monster. A big, hairy monster with goggly eyes. And
Sweetheart?
it was a monster. It was.
Poppet? Poppet.
Oh.
Was it really a monster that knocked over the statue?
No, it was me. I knocked it over because I was playing football indoors. And I'm sorry.
Oh, dear.
I'm sorry, Daddy.
You know, you should really be saying sorry to someone else, Poppet.
Oh, dear. Hello, sweetheart.
It wasn't a monster that brought the statue, Mummy. It was me. I'm sorry.
Well, thank you for being brave and telling me, sweetheart.
Oh. And I know how to make her all better. Follow me.
Oh, you're modelling clay.
There! Now you can stick it on. Oh.
Almost as good as new.
Wait, I haven't finished yet. Do you like it?
Lovely. Now, how about a game?
A game? What of?
Football?
Football?
Nothing like a game of knitting football. This won't knock any heads off. Well done, Princess.
What do I do with?
Pass
Which
to
one
me,
do I
pass
do
to me.
with? Oh.
On the head. I'm free.
Oh, good header.
Watch out, I'm coming.
I've got the maid covered.
Suction up, suction. Oh, here it comes, here he comes.
Yours, dearest. Well done, Petal.
Here we go.
I got it. It's mine. I got it.
Well done, Poppet.
Good girl, Princess. Nice goal. Well done, Princess.
Thank you.
Now, where are the oranges?
You're listening to Alex Manners on the Solihull Radio Children's Show. Did you all enjoy that excerpt of The Little Princess? Well, if you did, then I've got another one coming up for you later on in my show, and another sporty excerpt of that show, The Little Princess. And I've just had a request text in from Lisa and Chris, who are driving all the way over to a place called Bewdley, over the other side of Birmingham. So we hope you have a wonderful time there, and they've requested me to play a song from The Lion King. So the song I've chosen to play for them is called Can You Feel the Love Tonight? So if you're listening, Lisa and Chris, I hope you enjoy this song from The Lion King, Can You Feel the Love Tonight? And boys and girls, you know what to do. Get moving and grooving with this Lion King song.
I can see what's happening. What? And they don't have a clue. Who? They'll fall in love, and here's the bottom line. Our trio's down to 2.
Oh.
The sweet caress of twilight. There's magic everywhere. And with all this romantic atmosphere, disasters in the air.
Can you feel the love tonight? The peace the evening brings. The world for once in perfect harmony with all its living things.
So many things to tell her, but how to make her see the truth about my past? Impossible. She'd turn away from me.
He's holding back, he's hiding, but what I can't decide. Why won't he be the king I know he is, the king I see inside?
Can you feel the love tonight? The peace the evening brings. The world for once in perfect harmony with all its living things. Can you feel the love tonight? You needn't look too far. Stealing through the night's uncertainties, love is where they are.
And if he falls in love tonight, it can be assumed
His carefree days with us are history.
in short our pal is doomed.
I really hope you all enjoyed that song. And don't forget, if you'd like to request a song for me to play on my show, maybe it's one of your favourite children's or Disney songs, then you can text studio to 82228 with your favourite song. That's studio to 82228 with your favourite song. And, boys and girls, if you're all sitting comfortably, I have a story to read for you today. And this story is a football story. And it's a book that my granddad bought for me when he went on holiday to Swansea in Wales. And Swansea was the city that he grew up in as a young boy. And he went to the local football club called Swansea City, and he bought me this book. And it's called When I Grow Up, I'm Going to Play for Swansea City. And it's written by Gemma Carey. So, here we go with When I Grow Up, I'm Going to Play for Swansea City. I hope you all enjoy it. Out you go, said Mum, and the screen went black. No, wailed Jack. It was 2-0 up. Very good, said Mum. Now go and play outside. Jack glanced at the window and saw their cat Furball scouring in the rain. But soon Jack found himself outside, standing in a puddle. What was he meant to do out here? His football was flat, and there was no one to play with. I know, he said, bounding indoors. The dripping Furball saw his chance and darted into the kitchen. Furball! Howled Mum. No! On the back of his bedroom door, Jack found what he wanted. His city shirt. For some reason, he always felt more confident wearing this shirt, and he usually played better too. He put it on and instantly felt happier. Back outside, it had stopped raining. Jack tossed a frizzy tennis ball into the air. He bounced it on his knees and chest, doing keepy-uppies like his heroes from Swansea City. He dribbled the ball around the washing line, then sprang it up and headed it through the air. The ball sailed over the fence and hit something with a satisfying thwack. Ow! Squealed old Mrs. Bettershed, who had been busy digging up carrots. "My bottom!" Just then, Jack heard the familiar thump at a car door. "Hello, Mrs. Bettershed," called Jack's dad, appearing in the back garden. Mrs. Bettershed glowered and speared the tennis ball with her hefty pitchfork. "Sorry," said Jack, trying not to laugh. "Hello, superstar." Dad held out a bag, and Jack peered inside. It was a brand new football. Not only that, it was in the colours of their favourite team, Swansea City. "Cool," said Jack. "We're celebrating," said Dad, because today is the final day of the new... because today is the first day of the new season. Whoosh! The pair were soon having their best ever game of football. They seemed to play for hours. When they eventually stopped for tea, Dad said, "I've spoken to our local team, and they're having a trial tomorrow. They said you can come along if you want." "Really?" said Jack. "That's awesome." Next day, father and son arrived at the football grounds. The changing rooms bustled with children in blue and red bibs, nervously waiting to show off their skills. Out on the pitch, whistles tooted, and balls flew everywhere. Players sprinted and skidded, jostled and jumped. The coach soon signalled for Jack to join the game, and Jack raced over. He cheered when the others scored and encouraged players who missed. When one boy fell over, Jack helped him up. But secretly, Jack was worried about his own performance. When the half-time whistle blew, he had barely touched the ball, let alone scored. Someone near the subs bench caught Jack's eye. It was his dad, waving madly. Jack jogged over, and his dad pulled a Swansea City shirt from a rucksack. "Wear this under your bib, son. You'll always play brilliantly with this on." Jack did as his dad said. As he sprinted back onto the pitch, he imagined he was stepping out of the tunnel at the Liberty Stadium. White and black banners rippled through the air while the crowd sang the team's anthem. All of a sudden, Jack was the best player on the pitch. In the second half, he scored 3 incredible goals, while no one else scored more than 1. He was confident. He was happy. He was playing like a star. At the end of the trial, the coach called out the names of the players who had made the final 11. Danny, Ollie, Leo, everyone clapped after each name. Joe, Sam, Joshua. Jack stared at his feet. Maybe he hadn't made the team after all. Freddie, Zach, Harry, Ben. And finally, said the coach, one young man stood out as the kindest, friendliest lad on the pitch, and he sure can play football. The coach turned to Jack. "How would you like to be our captain?" "Woohoo!" Jack leapt in the air, waving his arms in excitement. "I'll take that as a yes," said the coach, and everyone laughed. Dad couldn't stop grinning. He praised Jack all the way home. "You were amazing, son. Unstoppable. A real champion." "Cheers, Dad," Jack replied. "I can't wait for my first match. But one day, I suppose I won't be able to play for them anymore." "Oh, why not?" asked Dad. "Because when I grow up, I'm going to play for Swansea City. And guess who else is going to play for Swansea City? You are." And that story was When I Grow Up, I'm Going to Play for Swansea City, written by Gemma Carey. You're listening to Alex Manners on the Solihull Radio Children's Show.
Strike up the band, there is no work today. Hang out the flags, pack up your bags, it's a play day. Hooray! We're gonna dance for a mile today. Run, jump, or walk for a smile today. Strike up the band for a play day away. Jump on the bus, it's here for us, there is no work. Hey! Get up, get out, it's a brand new day. Raining or shining, we don't care, we're out to play. Sail out on the blue. look around. We're here, there, everywhere. Look over here. Dance if you dare. Come to the fair. Come on, let's have a show today. Step out in style, give a smile for me, and shout hooray! Strike up the band, there is no work today. Hang out the flags, pack up your bags, it's a play day. Hooray! Strike up the band for a play day away. Jump on the bus, it's here for us, there is no work. Hey! Get up, it's a brand new day. Raining or shining, we don't care, we're out to play. Sail out on the blue, climb a hill for a view. Run down to town, have a look around. We're here, there, everywhere. Look over here. Dance if you dare. Come to the fair. Come on, let's have a show today. Step out in style, give a smile for me, and shout hooray! Take a trip on a train, fly up high in an aeroplane. Give each crowd a little name. Down to the ground, we'll run all around. We're here, there, everywhere. We're over here. It's a play day. Hooray!
That was a Ballamore. Sorry about that, boys and girls. That was a Ballamore song called Strike Up the Band. And I've got some fun, fascinating, and fantastic facts to read out for you now. And the fun, fantastic, and fascinating facts I'm going to be reading for you today are all about the game of tennis. So, here we go with the fun, fascinating, and fantastic facts all about tennis. Fun, fascinating fact number 1. The modern game of tennis can be traced back to the 10th century, when monks in France used to play the game in the courtyards of their monasteries. Fun, fascinating, and fantastic fact number 2. The first tennis balls were made of wool or hair wrapped up in leather. Isn't that interesting? And fun, fascinating fact number 3. Before rackets, players would use their palms to hit the ball back and forth. With the introduction of rackets, the palm method became obsolete and is now not used. And fun, fascinating, and fantastic fact number 4. The 4 most important tennis tournaments in the world are Wimbledon, the US Open, Australian Open, and the French Open. Together, they are known as the Grand Slams. Fun, fascinating, and fantastic fact number 5. Wimbledon, one of the 4 main tennis tournaments, is played every year in London. It is the only major tennis tournament still played on grass. And do you know what some of the other tournaments are played on? Well, some are played on hard courts, and some are played on clay. And fun, fascinating fact number 6. Wimbledon rules state that all players must be dressed almost entirely in white. Umpires can ask a player to change if they don't meet the dress code. For instance, in 2013, Wimbledon champion Roger Federer was told to switch his shoes for his next match because they had orange soles. Well, isn't that interesting? And those were the fun, fascinating, and fantastic facts all about tennis. And, boys and girls, have you ever tried playing tennis? Or any other sports? Because I'd love to know what your favourite sports are. So, if you'd like to text in the sports that you enjoy playing, then you can text studio to 82228, that's 82228, with the names of your favourite sports and the sports that you enjoy playing. Well, I enjoy playing tennis, but the sports that I enjoy playing the most are squash and golf. In fact, I'm going to be playing squash down at the Solihull Arden Club a little bit later on today in the afternoon after I've presented this Solihull Radio Children's Show for you all. Well, here is another song for you, and this one is the theme song from Fraggle Rock, and I hope you all enjoy it.
Sprocket, old boy, what are you barking at? What do you see?
Get your cares away. Worries for another day. Let the music play. Down at Fraggle Rock. Attention, losers. Work your cares away. Dancing's for another day. Work your cares away. Down at Fraggle Rock. Get your cares away. Worries for another day. Let the music play. Down at Fraggle Rock.
Look out! A door!
Hey, dance your cares away. Worries for another day. Let the music play. Down at Fraggle Rock. Oh, hey, look, there goes a Fraggle.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Get your cares away. Worries for another day. Let the music play. Down at Fraggle Rock. Get your cares away. Worries for another day. Let the music play. Down at Fraggle Rock. Down at Fraggle Rock. Down at Fraggle Rock.
Down at Fraggle Rock.
And here is another excerpt of one of those children's shows, and this one is called Little Charlie Bear. And the excerpt I'm going to play for you is called Ready, Teddy, Go. So here we go, boys and girls, with Little Charlie Bear and Ready, Teddy, Go.
Imagine you could fly a plane, race a car, drive a train. Would you want to?
Charlie? Oh,
Imagine you could sail the seas, fly to the moon, swing through the trees. Would you want to?
unbelievable.
With little Charlie Bear, there's a friend for you. It's your imagination, there's nothing you can do. You gotta love little Charlie Bear. You gotta love that bear.
There you are, Charlie.
You gotta love little Charlie Bear. You gotta love that bear.
Are you there, Charlie Bear? Where is he? Will you help me call him? Ready? Are you there, Charlie Bear? There you are, Charlie. What are you making? It's a trophy, isn't it? Fantastic! You must have done something extra special to get a trophy. What did you do? Oh, you didn't do anything. Don't worry, Charlie. How about doing something extra special now? I've seen you do star jumps before. Do you think that was extra special? Ah, you're using your imagination. Are you a monster? Okay, you're not a monster. Are you being chased by a monster? Sorry, didn't mean to scare you.
You're driving a car.
It's the Little Charlie Bear Supercar Race!
You are imagining that you're a racing car driver. This is extra special. Which car will you race, Charlie? The red one. Good choice. Solid choice, Charlie. Always go red.
Drivers, take your places for the Little Charlie Bear Supercar Race!
What can you see through your telescope, Charlie? Ah, trophies. You have to race to get a trophy, Charlie.
Drivers, get ready! Get steady! Go, go, go!
Charlie, go! The wind-up key. That's so nice and helpful of them. Go on, Charlie! Look out, Charlie! Whoa! Watch where you're driving, Charlie! Whoa! Whoa! Good driving, Charlie Bear. Really good. You're catching up to Niblet. Slow down for the bump, Charlie. Charlie? Now you're catching Caramel in the blue car. Oh no! Your car needs winding up again. How are you going to cross the finishing line now, Charlie? The wind-up key. Charlie, shouldn't you wind Niblet and Caramel's cars too? Well done, Charlie. That's extra special helping out your friends. Ready, steady, go!
An extra special effort to complete the Little Charlie Bear Supercar Race!
Well done, Charlie Bear. You got your trophy. Fantastic racing car, Charlie. Wow. It's amazing what you can do with your imagination. Whoa! Steady, Charlie. Oh, dear. I think you should tidy up your toys, don't you, Charlie? Even if you do have a trophy, you still have to tidy up. Thank you, Charlie. Bye-bye, little Charlie Bear. See you again soon.
You gotta love that bear. You gotta love little Charlie Bear. You gotta love that bear.
You're listening to Alex Manners on the Solihull Radio Children's Show. Yes, that's right, boys and girls. The time now is 8:47, and I've had another request to play a song from a lady called Julie Kelleher, whose birthday it is today. So we wish you a very, very happy birthday today, Julie Kelleher. From everyone here at Solihull Radio, and from me, Alex Manners, we hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. And we know you like Disney songs, so here is a song that I'm going to play just for you called Let It Go from Frozen. So here we go with Let It Go from Frozen.
The snow glows white on the mountain tonight, not a footprint to be seen. A kingdom of isolation, and it looks like I'm the queen. The wind is howling like this swirling storm inside. Couldn't keep it in, heaven knows I tried. Don't let them in, don't let them see. Be the good girl you always have to be. Conceal, don't feel, don't let them know. Well, now they know. Let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Let it go, let it go. Turn away and slam the door. I don't care what they're going to say. Let the storm rage on. The cold never bothered me anyway. It's funny how some distance makes everything seem small. And the fears that once controlled me can't get to me at all. It's time to see what I can do to test the limits and break through. No right, no wrong, no rules for me. I'm free. Let it go, let it go. I am one with the wind and sky. Let it go, let it go. You'll never see me cry. Here I stand, and here I stay. Let the storm rage on. My power flurries through the air into the ground. My soul is spiraling in frozen fractals all around. And one thought crystallizes like an icy blast. I'm never going back. The past is in the past. Let it go, let it go. When I rise like the break of dawn. Let it go, let it go. That perfect girl is gone. Here I stand in the light of day. Let the storm rage on. The cold never bothered me anyway.
Tell everybody I'm on my way. New friends and new places to see. With blue skies ahead, yes, I'm on my way. And there's nowhere else that I'd rather be. Tell everybody I'm on my way. And I'm loving every step I take. With the sun beating down, yes, I'm on my way. And I can't keep this smile off my face. 'Cause there's nothing like seeing each other again. No
Yes, those were two fantastic Disney songs. And we really, really hope that Julie Kelleher has a fantastic birthday, and we hope you enjoyed listening to Let It Go from the Frozen movie. And it's now time to join Rainbow Man on his adventures to the Solihull Arden Club. And you can all join him on his adventure right here on the Solihull Radio Children's Show with Rainbow Man, Giddy Gordon, Grumpy Doug, and Awesome Alex. So here we go with the adventures, and I hope you enjoy visiting the Solihull Arden Club with Rainbow Man and his friends. He is here, he is there, Rainbow Man is everywhere. Seek him here, seek him there, see him in his rainbow chair. Hello, Rainbow Man. Today, we are going to go and play some sports. Rainbow Man asks if we will be playing football or cricket. No, we won't be playing football or cricket. We will be playing some racket sports at Solihull Arden Club. Rainbow Man asks what racket sports we will be playing. Well, Rainbow Man, we will be playing squash and tennis today. Rainbow Man starts to cheer, as he likes playing different sports. Woohoo! I know you have played tennis before, but have you ever played squash before? Rainbow Man shakes his head. He has played racquetball before, but he has never played squash. Squash is quite similar to racquetball, but the ball is smaller and less bouncy, and the racket is longer and thinner. Rainbow Man can't wait to start playing squash. Right, time for an adventure. Off we go. Rainbow Man zooms up in his chair and starts swirling around with lots of colourful swirls. Swirling here, swirling there. Rainbow Man goes everywhere. Rainbow Man appears inside Solihull Arden Club by the squash courts. I thought we could play squash first, Rainbow Man. Solihull Arden Club have 6 squash courts. Which court would you like to play on? Rainbow Man walks up and down, looking at all of the courts, and decides he would like to play on court 6, as that looks like the best one, as it has lots of seating outside, and a glass wall so that people can watch. Just then, Awesome Alex appears, who has come to have a practice. Hello, Awesome Alex. Have you come to play squash? Awesome Alex has come to have a lesson with the club coach. Giddy Gordon will also be having a squash lesson. Rainbow Man has also come down to play squash, but not for a lesson. He has never played squash before. Would you like to show him how to play before your lesson? Awesome Alex goes on court with Rainbow Man, and they start hitting the ball to each other. You're very good for a beginner, Rainbow Man. It must be because you already know how to play racquetball. Rainbow Man is starting to really enjoy playing squash. I enjoy playing squash as well, Rainbow Man. After a while, they swap sides, and Rainbow Man tries to hit some backhand shots. How often do you play squash, Awesome Alex? Awesome Alex tells us that he plays about twice a week. He has a lesson every Monday, and then plays every Friday with his granddad. He finds squash very relaxing, and it gives him something to look forward to every week. That was a funny shot, Rainbow Man. It hit the ceiling. Awesome Alex shows Rainbow Man how to serve the ball. You serve the ball very well, Rainbow Man, but you have to land the ball below the red line. If it goes above the red line, then it is out. Suddenly, Rainbow Man spots Giddy Gordon, standing like a soldier outside the court. Hello, Giddy Gordon. Have you come for your lesson? Giddy Gordon salutes and nods his head. Then, behind him, comes a squash coach, ready to give Awesome Alex and Giddy Gordon a lesson. I think it's time for you to come off the court now, Rainbow Man. You can watch your friends having their lesson if you like. You may learn things by watching them. Rainbow Man goes and sits on the seats behind the court, and the coach starts giving Giddy Gordon and Awesome Alex a lesson. First, the coach gets them to do straight drives and hit the ball down the court as close to the wall as they can. Then, the coach gets them to do the same thing, but on the other side of the court. This means that they will be hitting backhand shots. Giddy Gordon is very good at squash. Can you see the way he is leaping to hit each shot? Rainbow Man keeps watching, and can also see some people playing a game on the next court. Look, Rainbow Man, the coach has got them playing a special game, where they are only allowed to use half the court. It's called an alley game. Rainbow Man decides that he would like to go and play tennis now, as he has arranged to play with Grumpy Doug. Let's go and get a drink first from the bar. That way we can have a rest before we play tennis. Rainbow Man gets up from his seat. Awesome Alex and Giddy Gordon see him going and start waving goodbye. Rainbow Man waves goodbye back to them. When you were on court, Giddy Gordon told me that because of his Asperger's, Awesome Alex can sometimes get stressed over very small things. He will come and play squash as a way to calm down and relax. Rainbow Man thinks that is very interesting, as he found squash quite tiring. Rainbow Man heads over to the bar, and once he has arrived, he starts to decide what drink to have. He decides to go for an unusual drink. You're funny, Rainbow Man. I knew you would do something unusual soon. I wonder what drink you will choose. Rainbow Man decides to get a lime and tonic water, with some ice in. He had asked if they had some carrot juice, but they did not have any. There is a nice comfy seat over by the window. We can watch people playing tennis from there. As Rainbow Man is drinking his lime and tonic water, he asks what else you can do at Solihull Arden. Well, there are lots of other things to do here besides squash and tennis. They have lots of different fitness and exercise classes in the function room. They have a gym upstairs, and they sometimes have quizzes and parties like on Christmas Eve. As Rainbow Man is finishing his drink, he can see Grumpy Doug getting ready on the court. Shall we go outside now, as Grumpy Doug has just arrived? If we keep him waiting, he may start being grumpier than usual. Rainbow Man goes outside to one of the tennis courts, outside the bar. Hello, Grumpy Doug. Rainbow Man waves to Grumpy Doug, and Grumpy Doug waves back. Before we start playing a game, it's best to have a warm-up first. Rainbow Man and Grumpy Doug start having a warm-up. Rainbow Man first practices hitting forehand shots. Then he practices hitting backhand shots, just like he did when he was playing squash. Then they start a game. You look very happy with that shot, Rainbow Man. It was a great volley. Rainbow Man starts doing a jig. Then Rainbow Man hits a shot that Grumpy Doug misses. Grumpy Doug is annoyed with himself. Then Grumpy Doug hits a shot that is too long, and Rainbow Man wins the point. Grumpy Doug makes up an excuse why he hit the ball too long. Come on, Grumpy Doug, it's only a game. There is no point in being annoyed. Grumpy Doug hits another shot that is wide, and hits the racket against the floor. Rainbow Man, why don't you tell Grumpy Doug about how you feel when you hit a bad shot? Rainbow Man tells Grumpy Doug that if he hits a bad shot, instead of worrying about it, he finds it funny. Grumpy Doug says he will have a go at that, but he can't see how hitting a bad shot could be funny. Rainbow Man and Grumpy Doug carry on playing for quite a long time. You were playing for a very long time. I bet you are tired now, Rainbow Man. Rainbow Man nods his head. He is very tired. Let's say goodbye to Grumpy Doug. Rainbow Man says goodbye to Grumpy Doug, and Grumpy Doug waves goodbye back. Well, Rainbow Man, I think it's now time to go. You'll have to come back and play some more squash and tennis very soon. Colourful swirls appear, and Rainbow Man starts swirling around with them. Swirling here, swirling there. Rainbow Man goes everywhere. Rainbow Man appears back at home in his rainbow chair. What an adventure! You really enjoyed playing squash and tennis today at Solihull Arden Club. Rainbow Man starts to cheer. Woohoo! What did you enjoy the most about today? Rainbow Man enjoyed playing squash with Awesome Alex the most. Playing squash with Awesome Alex did look really fun. It's good to try new things. Rainbow Man smiles. I wonder where you will go on your adventure next time, Rainbow Man. Rainbow Man shrugs his shoulders. Well, goodbye, Rainbow Man. See you next time. You're listening to Alex Manners on the Solihull Radio Children's Show. When does a British tennis match end? When it's Wimbledon. And here is the favourite song from the Solihull Radio Children's Show. And our favourite song, have you guessed it, boys and girls, mums and dads, grandmas and grandpas, uncles and aunts? Yes, that's right. Our favourite song on the Solihull Radio Children's Show is Bob the Builder's Mambo No. 5. So get up and start jumping and jiving to Bob the Builder and Mambo No. 5.
Are you ready, Bob?
Yes.
What about you, Lovely?
Okay, team, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody's outside, so come on, let's ride to the builder's yard around the corner. The gang's all here, and it's time for us to do what we wanna. There's a house with a roof that leaks. It's an urgent job, and it could take us weeks. There's Dizzy, Lofty, and Rolly too. Wendy always knows just what to do. And there's no job too big or small. With scoop and mug, we can do it all. Metal, brick, or wood, it's all good, and we can always send in the Jump up and down and move it all around. Mix it up to the sound. Dig a hole in the ground. Take one step left and one step right. And one to the front and one to the side. Clap your hands once and clap your hands twice. And if it looks like this, then you're doing it right. A bit of timber and a saw. A little bit of fixing, that's for sure. A little bit of digging up the roads. A little bit of moving heavy loads. A little bit of tiling on the roof. A little bit of making waterproof. A little bit of concrete mixed with sand. A little bit of Bob the Builder Man. Mambo number 6 and 7, 8. A little bit of timber and a saw. A little bit of fixing, that's for sure. A little bit of digging up the roads. A little bit of moving heavy loads. A little bit of tiling on the roof. A little bit of making waterproof. A little bit of concrete mixed with sand. A little bit of Bob the Builder Man. There's Rolly, lovely, Scoop, Mop, Lizzie. So much work to keep us all busy. Can we fix it? Yes, we can, with the team and Bob the Builder Man. Yes, we can. All right. Lovely. A little bit of Bob the Builder Man.
And if you enjoyed going on that adventure with Rainbow Man to the Solihull Arden Club, then you can listen to an interview that I recorded with their head squash coach, Chris Ryder, in a very, very short while. Well, here are some things that are going on in our local area over the next few weeks and over Easter. Well, one of the things that's happening is Solihull Moors Football Club are playing their final home game on Monday the 22nd of April against Leyton Orient. And yesterday, they won 3-2 against Havant and Waterlooville. So if you'd like to catch the Solihull Moors last home game, then that is on Monday the 22nd of April against Leyton Orient. Or, if you prefer watching rugby, then you can head down to Portway to watch the Birmingham and Solihull Bees for their final home game on Saturday the 22nd, or should I say 27th of April. That's Saturday the 27th of April against Tunbridge Judeans. So, if you enjoy football or rugby, then there's a few things there that you can go and watch. At John Lewis in Touchwood, there is a Lego party in their events room on the ground floor, and that is on Monday the 22nd until Friday the 26th of April from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Games and competitions with lots of prizes to be won. The tickets cost £20 per child and include Lego sets and a picnic. Limited places are available and they are suitable for ages 6 and upwards. And to book, you must visit the customer support in John Lewis in Touchwood. So that is a Lego party from Monday the 22nd until Friday the 26th of April at John Lewis in Touchwood. Then, on Friday the 19th of April, there is an Easter egg hunt down at Elmdon Park, and that's happening from 11 a.m. until 3 p.m. The Easter Bunny has hidden clues around the park. Crack the password and win a chocolate egg. You may even spot the Easter Bunny as he hops around the park. Punch and Judy shows, face painting, and other entertainment will also be available, and entrance costs £2 per child. Then, in Bruton Park, there are lots of wonderful, wonderful things going on at the Parkridge Centre over Easter. On Monday the 15th of April, there are nature families. On Tuesday the 16th of April, you can get crafty in the wild, and there are also mini beasts hunts. On Wednesday the 17th of April, there is den building and pond dipping. And for more info on the wonderful events going on at the Parkridge Centre in Bruton Park, you can visit solihull.gov.uk/events. That's solihull.gov.uk/events. So if any of those events pick your fancy and you fancy going and joining in with one of those wonderful, wonderful events, or going to watch some rugby or some football, then there are loads of wonderful things going on in our local area. And here is another song, and this song is the Tidy Up song from Big Cook, Little Cook.
wipe, scrub and clean, make the kitchen sparkle and gleam. My name's Ben, and my name's Small. We've got the cleanest kitchen of all. Tidy all the bits and bobs, the things that help us do our job. Ingredients we'll put away, ready for use another day. Pots and pans will start to smell if we don't wash them really well. And now it's clear, let's all smile, we'll be finished in a little while. All around, up and down, we've got the cleanest cafe in town. Wash, wipe, scrub and clean, make the kitchen sparkle and gleam. Wipe, wipe. My name's Ben, and my name's Small. We've got the cleanest kitchen of all. Tidy all the bits and bobs, the things that help us do our job. Ingredients we'll put away, ready for use another day. Pots and pans will start to smell if we don't wash them really well. And now it's clear, let's all smile, we'll be finished in a little while. All around, up and down, we've got the cleanest cafe in town. Wipe, scrub and clean, make the kitchen sparkle and gleam. Wipe, wipe. My name's Ben, and my name's Small. We've got the cleanest kitchen of all. Scrub, scrub, scrub. Tidy all the bits and bobs, the things that help us do our job. Ingredients we'll put away, ready for use another day. Pots and pans will start to smell if we don't wash them really well. And now it's clear, let's all smile, we'll be finished in a little while. All around, up and down, we've got the cleanest cafe in town.
I used to really enjoy sports day at school, and my favourite event when I used to do sports day was the hurdles. But I also used to do the long jump and sometimes even the javelin. Well, here is another excerpt of The Little Princess, and this excerpt is called It's Sports Day. So here we go with The Little Princess and the excerpt It's Sports Day. Here we go.
She's a little princess. She's a little princess.
You can't beat a bit of bunting.
Oh my.
Gets you in the mood.
Doesn't the garden look lovely? Where's the princess, I wonder?
Scrub, stop it. No, you can't play. You're a dog.
Hello, princess.
Hello.
The garden is looking very pretty. Is it a special occasion?
It's sports day. Not you.
Oh, this is exciting.
Okay, we're coming.
Slow down, princess.
We've got all day.
I want to win the cup.
I hope there's an egg and spoon race. That's my favourite.
Everyone here?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, let's start the fun.
Yippee! Sports day. No, Scruff, not you. No dogs allowed.
Oh. Right then, teams. Who wants to be a captain?
Me.
Okay, General.
May I request first pick?
I want...
I'm Bugsy second choice.
Hey! That's not fair.
Of course it is, dear. First come, first served. You know the rules.
Away we go. For my team, I choose, May.
Woohoo! Oh, good. Thank you, General.
My turn. Queen.
Princess, your turn.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I want, you.
Anchors away!
Oh no, I meant to pick.
Prime Minister. Thank
But-
you, thank you.
But
Gardener.
no. Oh. Do I have to have a team?
Of course, dear. Sports Day is about teamwork. It's all part of the fun.
Okay.
Hello. Hello. I am here.
Oh, I'll have Chef on my team.
Mais no, princess. I am in charge of the games. I am the referee.
All right, Scruff. You can be on my team. Oh, Scruff! Wow.
The first race is the egg and spoon race. The first team to finish will be the winners.
I'm so excited.
On your marks, get set, go! Well done!
Oh no! Admiral! Run! Scruff! Come on! Scruff! 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 No! Scruff! Pick it up! Scruff!
Yes! Well done!
Oh, General, give over.
The referee says the winner is the General's team!
Yes, we're the winner.
Well done, everyone!
Iggy.
What event's next?
The relay race! Marvelous. Pass the baton to each other. Mais if you drop it, you are out!
I can do this by myself.
Everybody ready? Yes. Ready.
Yes.
Who's Freddy?
On your marks. Get set. Go!
Yes.
There you go, dearest.
Yes. Ready?
Hey!
Yes.
Princess, I'm ready. I'm ready. Princess?
Come on, Your Majesty. Shift it.
And there.
Got it.
Let it.
Come in a sec.
Here we go. Yes!
We won!
I'm coming! Yes! Marvelous! Yes! Well done! The winners of the relay race are the King's team! We did it! We did it! Bravo!
Come on,
We won!
Hello, Princess. You look sad.
I am.
I thought Sports Day was your favourite.
It is, but we're losing.
Oh dear. Do you have to win to have fun?
Is it my turn?
Ready for the next event!
Way anchor. Off you go. Race about to start.
I'm waiting for you. if you still want to be in my team.
Aye, aye, Captain. All hands on deck.
So, now we have tossing the Wellington boot. For this we need one team member.
Right, I'm captain and I choose. Scruff, do you want to do this one?
Come on, Seaman Scruff.
First to throw, please.
Well done, Petal. She's like a delicate flower, my wife.
What's this?
Oh, well, nice try.
And the King's team are in front. The last team member, please.
Go, Scruff! Chuck the welly!
The referee says the Welly winners are the Princess's team.
We did it! You did it.
The last race. Throw the beanbags to your teammate. They must catch it and up to the bouncy things. Then they are boing around the sand pit and to the finish line. Ready? Go!
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Oh, butterfingers.
This time.
Yeah.
This time.
Oh, yes.
Yes, I got
I
it.
won.
I'm doing rather well.
This time.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
Captain Scruff.
Come on, Scruff! It's like catching your ball!
All yours, General. Come on.
Yes!
Good boy, Scruff!
Bounce, Princess, bounce!
Come on, you blues. Come on, you blues. Yes, 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 yes. Come on, put it.
Go for it! I believe it! She's going to do it! She's going to do it!
Who won? Who was it? Who won?
We have a winner. The yellow team.
Hooray for your team!
The winner of this year's sports day is the Princess's team. Congratulations.
Yellow team.
Well done, Pop.
Oh, well done, Sis. Good boy, Scrap.
Oh, look, lovely try.
Buffet is my favourite food.
Marvelous. Princess.
Oh!
Voila. What a team.
So, you won.
My team won.
Well done, everybody.
Yummy.
There she blows.
Why do golfers wear 2 pairs of shorts? In case they get a hole in one. You're listening to Alex Manners on the Solihull Radio Children's Show.
I was alone before I met my friends. I never thought it could ever end. I see them all hanging out together, and they were like, yeah, whatever. Took me a while to understand. All I needed was to be myself. And there's no use trying to pretend if you really want to make some friends. So we're telling you that we've been there before, and we realize we know the score. Yeah, it's alright. We can hang around together. We can be best friends forever. Anytime the
That was the Tweenies with Best Friends Forever. And the other day, I was really, really lucky to interview Solihull Arden Squash Club very own head squash coach Chris Ryder. So here is the first part of my interview with the head squash coach from the Solihull Arden Club, Chris Ryder, and I hope you all enjoy listening to all the wonderful, wonderful junior camps that Chris has got coming up and all the wonderful work he does down at the Solihull Arden Club and with the England national team. So here we go with the first part of my interview with the head squash coach from the Solihull Arden Club, Chris Ryder, who was also a former world number 33. So here we go. I'm joined in the studios today by Chris Ryder, the head coach at the Solihull Arden Club and an England national coach and former world number 33. Hello, Chris. Are you okay this morning?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks, Alex. Thanks for having me on.
No, that's absolutely fine. And do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself before we get started?
Yeah, so I'm the head squash coach at Solihull Arden, and I took that on about 5 years ago, having played professionally for about 15 years on the world tour. And I reached a highest ranking of number 33 in the world. And so since I've stopped playing, I've been really looking to drive the junior section down at Solihull Arden and get as many good players and as many kids enjoying the game and finding a love of the game that I've found from it as well.
Yeah, and you do many, many fantastic things down at Solihull Arden Club and with the England junior team. But what would you say are some of the best things about squash for developing young players?
Well, I mean, the most beneficial thing is that it's a fun game, I suppose, and you know you're a player as well, aren't you? And you came through the ranks at the junior section before I was there, really, wasn't it? So I've got to say the biggest thing is that it's just a lot of fun, but it embodies a lot of things that I think are great about sport. In that being an independent sport, you're on there by yourself, an individual sport. You really have to think for yourself and be very independent minded and be disciplined, but there's also that option to be like a creative player as well, and I like that idea of expressing your personality on the court and using the skills that you've got to win, and that will be different for the different players coming on. So that's something that's a really nice thing to aspire to for junior players.
Yes, and as you mentioned, I've been a member down there for probably about 10 or 12 years now, and I started off doing some coaching once a week on a Monday. And you've also got a number of, as it's coming up to Easter, you've got a number of Easter junior camps coming up?
Yeah, we do lots of different camps. We because we have a variety of levels there, then we do elite camps, intermediate camps, and beginner camps as well. So we're lucky in that we've got several England players that train at the club, and even a national junior champion, and they'd be in our elite section. The intermediate section is aimed at regular players who take part in our programme, of which there are about sort of 60, 70 kids that come down to our sort of weekly programme. But we've also started doing beginner camps down at the club, which happen on just a morning from 9 o'clock to midday, and they're cheap and a good introduction to the sport. They're mostly aimed at 6-year-olds to 11-year-olds, that kind of age, and looking at just trying a new sport, something different over Easter, and hopefully getting some good coaching, I'd like to think. So we've got 3 days coming up over Easter, and that's the 18th, 25th and 26th of April.
Yes, and I can vouch that you are a fantastic coach, and I've had coaching from you before, so those classes sound absolutely fantastic. And also you mentioned that you told me that you've got some toddler groups coming up as well?
Yeah, so after Easter, we're looking to sort of expand the age range, I suppose, of what we're looking at, and we're starting some toddler groups. So they're going to be basically aimed at 3 to 5-year-olds and available during the day. And when we say toddler, we really mean ages 3 to 5, so preschool, 3 and above. And I think the good thing about these classes is that they're not just aimed at squash. This is hand-eye coordination. It's overall sort of enthusiasm with sport in mind. So they could be applicable for a number of sports, but obviously our aim is to encourage them to get an early start in squash and see what the game's about and just get used to a squash court. But they're run by Natalie, who's squash coach at the club, and they're just a lot of fun. So only £4 a session. There's classes on a Monday, a Thursday, and a Friday, and the details are on my website.
Yep, and they sound absolutely fantastic, and we'll speak to Chris a little bit later after I've put this song on.
Dream is gone, but where there's hope, somewhere something is calling for you. Two worlds, one family, trust your heart, let fate decide to guide these lives we see.
So, I'm joined again here on Solihull Radio by Chris Ryder, the head coach at the Solihull Arden Club and an England national coach and former world number 33. And we were just talking about all the different classes that he's going to be running in Easter, including the Easter junior camps and the toddler groups. But Chris is also an England national coach and works with the England junior team. So what kind of things have you been getting up to with that?
Yeah, well, I feel quite lucky to be part of this England setup, really, because we historically had a very strong depth in junior squash. And I've got to say, there was a time over maybe the last 15 years where we weren't quite as highly ranked worldwide as before. And now, the last few years, they've really started to get up there again. So last year I went to India with the under-19 boys team, and we ended up being runners-up to Egypt, and that was the first time we got to the final for 16 years in the team event. So that was a really great accolade to get there, and just it was, as a coach, really enjoyable to be part of a team which was winning and also just bonding really well and enjoying their sort of time in the limelight, I suppose. So that was definitely one of the highlights of my coaching career so far, in that it was an exciting trip and we were very successful. I tend to do one or two of these trips a year, and this year my trip is coming up next month, in May, where I'm taking away the under 15, under 17 England teams to Eindhoven for the European Team Championships, and there we are expecting to, well, we're looking to defend our titles. I think we've won it for the last decade, but it's always a close thing, and so it's a little bit nerve-wracking as a coach. There's a different pressure there that you're sort of expected to win within Europe, and the pressure is on to back that up and do so.
Well, we wish you all the best of luck for your trip in Eindhoven. So that's fantastic. And what if we want to get in touch with you about some of the classes that you run, some of the junior camps or toddler groups, or just to book a private lesson with you? What's sort of the best way of getting in touch?
Well, there's details on two websites. There's either the Solihull Arden Club website, where they have my details, but a lot more of the depth of details on classes, toddler groups, Easter camps will be found on my personal coaching pages, which are ridersquash.com. I also have Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, Rider Squash. So all these are good ways to get in touch and link up and just come down and have a go at squash, basically, and see what the game's like and see if you enjoy it. Because if you do enjoy it, there's definitely a great atmosphere down at our club, lots of kids playing, and the potential to really improve, I think, and enjoy the game through improving. So,
yeah, and like I said, I've played squash for a number of years, and it's a fantastic sport. And again, if you'd like to get in touch with Chris, you can do so via his website, ridersquash.com, or he's on social media, so that's Ridersquash on social media. Or you're welcome just to pop into the Solihull Arden Club, and he's down there quite a lot of times, and they've all got all the information for you to get in touch with Chris. Is there anything else you'd like to mention about your after-school classes or any other groups that you're running?
Yeah, that's another entry point for people, is to come down to the after-school classes, which we run something for after-school kids every day of the week, apart from Sundays. So I think quite often the best ones are Mondays and Saturdays for beginners. And again, just get in touch to see what class is appropriate. But on a Saturday we have 5 different standards of classes, different ages. But I tend to sort people out by standard rather than strictly age. So it's a combination of both there. So it will need a bit of discussion as to which class you go in. But by all means, come down, get in touch, and we'll get you going.
Yes, well, I'd urge everyone to go down to the Solihull Arden Club, and even if you've not played squash before, just to try it out, because you never know, it might be a new activity that you can enjoy for the rest of your life. And Chris is a fantastic coach, and maybe it'd be brilliant to have some coaching with him and just to see kind of all the things that he's doing down at the club and all the different classes that he offers. Have you enjoyed yourself on the show today?
Yeah, it's been great. Thank you very much for having me. It's nice to have these connections within the squash club, Alex,
yes.
yourself, and well, I look forward to seeing you down there for your next game.
Yes, well, I'll be down there soon, so thank you very much for coming on my show, Chris.
Pleasure. Thank you, Alex.
You're listening to Alex Manners on the Solihull Radio Children's Show. Yes, that was my interview with the Solihull Arden head squash coach, Chris Ryder, and I really, really enjoyed interviewing him. He was a fantastic guest to come on the show, and I would urge everyone to go down to the Solihull Arden Club and to try and join in with some of the activities going on down there. We don't just have squash, we have tennis, we have lots and lots of fitness classes, we have a gym down there, so there's lots of different things for all kinds of people to join in with, and whatever kind of thing you enjoy doing, there'll be something for you down at Solihull Arden. And if you want to get in touch with Chris, you can do so via his website, ridersquash.com, or you can find out more on his social media pages on Rider Squash on Twitter and Facebook, and just find out some of the things that Chris is doing, including his camps, his coaching sessions, and lots of wonderful things like that. Well, the time now is 9:42, but don't worry, because I've got lots and lots of wonderful, wonderful things coming up, including a host of fantastic songs before we say goodbye today. So here are a group of fantastic songs to get you moving and grooving for the rest of your weekend and the rest of your day today.
Bodies
you can come too. We're going to the zoo. Late all day and I'm getting sleepy. Sitting in the car getting sleepy. Home already getting sleepy. 'Cause we stayed all day. We've been to the zoo. So have you came too. We've been to the zoo.
I am the music man. I come from far away and I can play.
What can you play?
I can play the piano. I can play the piano. I am the music man. I come from far away and I can play.
What can you play?
I can play the clarinet. I can play the clarinet. I am the music man. I come from far away and I can play.
What can you play?
I can play the trombone. I can play the trombone. I can, you know.
I am the music man. I come from far away and I can play.
What can you play?
I can play the xylophone. I can play the xylophone. I am the music man. I come from far away and I can play.
What can you play?
I can play the tuba bar. I can play the tuba bar, tuba.
I am the music man. I come from far away and I can play.
What can you play?
I can play the big bass drum. I can play the big bass drum. And I can hit it very hard.
Sing along now.
Yeah, jolly good. Yes, very, very nice.
Yeah, can I hit my drum now?
Mama, I don't have time for dancing. That's just gonna have to wait a while. Ain't got time for messing around, and it's not my style. This old town can slow you down. People taking the easy way. I know exactly where I'm going, getting closer and closer every day, and I'm almost there. People down here think I'm crazy, but I don't care. Trials and tribulations, I've had my share. There ain't nothing gonna stop me now, 'cause I'm almost there. I remember Daddy told me fairy tales can come true. You gotta make them happen. It all depends on you. So I work real hard I'm almost there. People gonna come here from everywhere, and I'm almost there. I'm almost there. There's been trials and tribulations. You know I've had my share. But I've climbed a mountain, I've crossed a river, and I'm almost there. I'm almost there. I'm almost
You're listening to Alex Manners on the Solihull Radio Children's Show. Weren't they fantastic, fantastic songs? And they certainly got me jumping and jiving, and I hope they got you all jumping and jiving as well. Well, the time now is 9:52 a.m, and it's coming up to the last 8 or so minutes of my children's show. But don't worry, because I'll be right here next week from 8 till 10 a.m. with lots and lots more wonderful, wonderful, wonderful things going on for you, including a host of more fantastic, fantastic songs, some more excerpts from some old children's shows, some more fun, fascinating and fantastic jokes, stories, and lots and lots and lots more wonderful, wonderful things like that, including another adventure of Rainbow Man where he'll be visiting another local attraction within our local area that you can go and join in with him and his friends Skiddy Gordon, Grumpy Doug and Awesome Alex. And if you would like to join Rainbow Man on his adventures again today, where he visited the Solihull Arden Club, then you can do so by heading down to YouTube, that's YouTube, and going to the Rainbow Man Children's Channel. That's YouTube to the Rainbow Man Children's Channel. And if you would like to join in with some of the wonderful, wonderful classes and events that Chris Ryder has on over the Easter period and throughout the weeks, then you can find out more about all the things that Solihull Arden Club do via the Solihull Arden website or via Chris Ryder's website at ridersquash.com. Or don't forget, you can pop down to the Solihull Arden Club and see for yourself all of the wonderful, wonderful things going on, including squash, tennis, fitness classes, and lots more wonderful, wonderful things. And don't forget, if you have any birthday messages, then you can send them into the studios and start your message with studio to 82228. That's studio to 82228, followed by your birthday message. Or if you would like to read a story on one of my shows, then you can record yourselves reading one of your favourite children's stories or Disney stories and send that over to me, Alex Manners, on Facebook or Twitter, or you can email it in to studio@solihullradio.com. That's studio@solihullradio.com. But before we go, here are two more CBeebies songs. It's the Weekend song and the Colour Carnival song. Here we go.
Two special days at the end of the week, so many ways to have fun. Saturday and Sunday are waiting for you. The weekend has begun. It's the weekend. Saturday and Sunday too. It's the weekend. There's fun to have and things to do. It's the weekend. The time for family and friends with CBeebies. That weekend feeling never ends. You can visit friends, you can have them round to play. You can pop to town and shop, go somewhere special for the day. Kick a football in the park, perhaps ride on your bike. Make and do or bake a cake, there's just so much to like. It's the weekend. Saturday and Sunday too. It's the weekend. There's fun to have and things to do. It's the weekend. Great to get out and about. It's the weekend. It makes you sing, it makes you shout. It's the weekend. The time for family and friends with CBeebies. That weekend feeling never ends.
It's time to join the carnival. So big, so bold, so colourful, so bright it's almost magical. A colour party, let's get moving. Come dance along, let's go. A journey through the rainbow, all the things that we'll discover. Come on, choose your favourite colour. Red! So bold and bright, juicy strawberries, red and ripe. All aboard a big red bus. Don't slow down now, come and join us. Green! Like a runner bean, the freshest colour I've ever seen. Watch the green leaves move and blow. Don't stop moving, green for go. Move your feet. Let me hear you all singing, feel the beat. Colour carnival dancing, jump up, say hello to red, green and yellow. Carnival motion beside the blue ocean. Yellow!
Like sunshine, groove in the carnival. Super fine, buttercup or daffodil. Like gold, just like sunshine, you can hold.
Blue! Like a summer sky, a blue ocean. We can go sailing by, but wait, what could that sound be? A big blue whale in a big blue sea.
Move your feet. Let me hear you all singing, feel the beat. Colour carnival dancing, jump up, say hello to red, green and yellow. Carnival motion beside the blue ocean. Move your feet. Let me hear you all singing, feel the beat. Colour carnival dancing, jump up, say hello to red, green and yellow. Carnival motion beside the blue ocean. Join the colour carnival.
And don't forget, boys and girls, that we have shows on Solihull Radio every single day of the week. So there's lots and lots of different things that you can be listening to every day of the week. We have lots and lots of different guests on our shows and lots of different types of music. So there's something for everyone on Solihull Radio. And don't forget that I'll be here next week from 8 to 10 a.m. with lots and lots and lots more wonderful, wonderful things. And next Sunday, it will be Easter Sunday. So I'm going to be playing you some fantastic Easter things to celebrate Easter. And I'll be also playing you lots and lots more songs, excerpts of old children's shows, reading you stories, and going on another adventure with Rainbow Man. Well, if you've enjoyed visiting the Solihull Garden Club with Rainbow Man and his friends, hearing all about the fantastic squash coaching that Chris Ryder provides down at the Solihull Garden Club, being sporty with the little princess, and zooming down the track with little Charlie Bear, then join me again next Sunday from 8 till 10 a.m. Well, it's been a fantastic show today, and I hope you've all really, really enjoyed it. So it's goodbye from me, Alex Manners, and it's goodbye from Rainbow Man. So until next week, see you next time, and au revoir. You're listening to Alex Manners on the Solihull Radio Children's Show.